Neighborhood leads many teenagers to do many things to stay busy, and not all of them are good.
But one teen has chosen a different path, and 23 ABC's Christine Din tells us how she crossed paths with DeJuan Whitmore. Christine?
Well, I was driving my news car down MLK Boulevard one day, and you see a lot of things on that street. But what I did not expect to see was this guy, an interesting sight with an interesting story. It's a sight not many in this part of town are used to seeing.
Oh my goodness.
A guy riding a horse through heavy gang territory.
Very awesome. You don't ever really see a horse right here off of Cottonwood and Castleloma.
But for 16-year-old DeJuan Whitmore, it's just another day in his neighborhood.
Some areas that I go in, you get nervous because of the way people look at you. But then again, you have to realize you're on a horse, so people are gonna look at you. I'm coming through on a horse. I don't think I'm much of a threat.
While some kids ride dirt bikes,
all right, they're pretty clean.
DeJuan rides his horses, asking for one when he was just 5 years old.
At first, my dad was at shock. He didn't know what to say, and he always wanted a horse when he was little. But when he was little, they couldn't afford one. So he said that he was going to get one for me just because he never had one.
And with the help of Pastor Jehoshaphat Jordan of Stop the Violence, DeJuan learned to ride, among other things.
He has to learn how to go feed that horse every day, twice a day. He has, whether it's raining or not, forget football practice, forget all those other things. And so it teaches him a great sense of responsibility.
And not only is it a hobby,
The time spent with the horse is time that's not idle.
When I come out of school, I look forward to coming to the ranch, and you can hear the other kids talking about they're going to go smoke weed, and I'd rather be out here than out there.
For DeJuan, horse riding is a deterrent, and the stables, his sanctuary.
Out here, I feel pretty safe because there's no shooting. In the streets, there's just people selling weed and all kind of things that just not for me, and I'd rather be out here where I know it's safe than out there where anything could happen.
But when he does ride, he says it's worth it when all the kids come out.
They've never seen or even touched a horse before, even been near a horse, some of them. And it's just amazing to see their little faces. Like, I do this every day, but it seems like it's their first time. Their little eyes light up. You want to ride?
And when he puts them on his horse.
There you go. I feel amazing that I can give them something that they've never done before.
Proving that for him, riding is rewarding in more ways than one. Now, DeJuan says owning a horse is expensive, but it's worth it if it keeps him out of trouble. Reporting in the studio, I'm Christine Din, 23 ABC.
Good for him.
I love the looks on people's faces
Like,
as they
what?
see him riding down the street. Yeah.